The woman gently stroked the man's lifeless body, but to her shock, it suddenly showed a physical reaction. She gazed into his handsome face with longing, unable to resist any longer. Climbing on top of him, she prepared to carry out her next plan. Just then, a loud crash erupted outside the door. Startled by the noise, she hurried out to see what was happening. When she returned to the morgue moments later, she was horrified to find that the corpse had vanished without a trace. Terrified, she turned and ran for the exit. But as soon as she stepped outside, she was overwhelmed by a sudden wave of nausea that left her frozen in place. What she didn't know was that the whole thing had been an elaborate prank. The man wasn't really dead at all. He was actually a newly hired body transporter who had started working there just a week earlier. Since both of them had lost their parents when they were young, they bonded quickly on the job, often sharing long conversations. Over time, he developed feelings for her. Hoping to find out if she felt the same, he faked his suicide and staged the entire scene as a twisted way to test her affection. But he never imagined she would be so drawn to his corpse. Even more shocking, she already had a boyfriend she'd been dating for 2 years. 2 weeks after the prank, she and her boyfriend held a beautiful wedding ceremony. But the man, unable to let go, played the footage of his fake death on the big screen in front of all their family and friends, humiliating her beyond measure. The wedding was called off on the spot. After that, she struggled to find work, dogged everywhere by gossip and judgment. The constant shame and despair eventually drove her to seek revenge. She scraped together all the money she had left and bought a weapon. Then, carrying it in her hands, she went back to the funeral home where the man was still working. As he turned to face her, she didn't hesitate. She raised the gun and fired hundreds of shots into him.